This is the Lenox Industrial Tools 301 Race Recap, brought to you by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Ryan Newman outran his Stewart-Haas Racing teammate Tony Stewart to the checkers to score his first win of the season in Sunday's Lenox Industrial Tools 301 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Newman and his crew were able to work out enough fuel mileage in their last run of the race for the number 39 U.S. Army Chevrolet to pick up the win. It was Newman's first victory since Phoenix in April of 2010 and put him in solid position for a berth in this year's chase.
From my standpoint, personally, it's great to win, but we had fought so hard over 2.5 years to get the U.S. Army in victory lane, and Haas Automation from that standpoint too. But from my standpoint, just a great day. We backed up what everybody said we couldn't back up, and that was our qualifying effort on Friday. We had won three. I had won 3 for 47, and now we're 4 for 48. So, 3 for 46 and 4 for 47. Whatever it works out to be. Just proud to be able to repeat the performance that we did on Friday on Sunday. Thanks Chevrolet, Hendrick Engines. Everybody that's a big part of Stewart-Haas Racing. We put it on them today. We don't put it on them every weekend, so we need to relish this moment and figure out what we did right so we can keep doing that.
Newman started the weekend by winning Saturday's Whelen Modified Tour race in New Hampshire from the pole and followed it by becoming the 13th different winner in 19 Sprint Cup Series races this season on Sunday. Stewart's second-place finish helped give the Stewart-Haas organization its first 1-2 finish.
It's a perfect day, for the organization for sure. This is a perfect way to go into an off weekend for sure, and especially going into Indy. This is big for everybody at Stewart-Haas Racing, and big thanks to the Hendrick Engine and Chassis Department for everything they do for us. But just really proud of Ryan and Tony Gibson, and it'd be interesting to see. I'm curious to see what the record books here show, but I'm pretty sure Ryan's probably the only guy to ever get 2 poles and 2 wins in a weekend here. So. In 3 or 2 different types. Well, I don't know. Kyle maybe did it but to do it in the modified and do it in the Cup Car day, and for the organization to take the front row and get first and second today, it's just you couldn't ask for a better weekend.
Denny Hamlin, who started 14th, rallied back from a spin earlier in the race to finish 3rd.
Well, it was a pretty physical race in the sense that guys were really banging into each other. I was banging into guys, and it was one of those days where you just had to do all the best you can to keep four fenders on it by the end of the day, and we had 3, but it was good enough to get us through and have a good comeback day of finishing 3rd.
Joey Logano was 4th for his 4th top 10 finish in his last 8 races. Jimmy Johnson rebounded from a spin after making contact with Juan Pablo Montoya earlier in the race to come home 5th. Casey Kane survived a scuffle with teammate Brian Vickers to finish 6th. Bobby Labonte's 7th place run was his 2nd top 10 of 2011. And Martin Truex Jr. started from the 13th spot and finished 8th. The day did not go well for Kyle Busch, who came into the weekend as the series points leader. Busch cut a tire earlier in the race and made hard impact with the Turn 3 wall. He was able to come back on track to finish 36th, but dropped to 5th in the standings. The race was slowed by 10 cautions for a total of 44 laps. There were 21 lead changes among 14 different drivers. Carl Edwards is back on top of the point standings by 7 over Johnson, with Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Busch the top 5. Be sure to check back at MotorRacingNetwork.com for more from New Hampshire, and stay with us as we count down to the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Sunday, July 31st. For MotorRacingNetwork.com, I'm Susie Q. Armstrong.